Okay, y'all, let's get started. We have first up Louis Stanton. He is the federal judge out of the Southern District of New York who was presiding over the case that started it all. Y'all know the one? The case in 2020 that I filed where allegedly Stanton has told the world he dismissed my case because my claims were frivolous and irrational. Now, Stanton is supposed to be a whopping 97 years old. 97. 97. He's still sitting on the bench. Allegedly. According to Google, he's a former judge. But according to the district court's website, he's still a sitting judge. He has chambers, has a courtroom assigned. Apparently, he's supposed to be a senior judge. A senior judge is some weird thing y'all courts have going on where apparently the judges never have to retire. The guy's 97. He never has to retire. Who needs a 97-year-old doing anything? Let's be serious. 97? Next up, out of the clown car, we have Jed S. Rakoff. He's a federal judge out of the same district as Stanton, but he was presiding over the class action cases. So those are the class actions against Jeffrey Epstein's accomplices, Deutsche Bank and JP Morgan Bank. Jed's also 81 years old. 81. Let's be serious, everybody. Do we need 80-plus-year-old judges? I mean, do you know any 80-plus-year-olds? Do you even trust them to cook breakfast? Let's be serious. Are they even trusted to live alone? Let's be serious. But the United States has federal judges suspiciously sitting over these crucial cases. Jed Rakoff is also alleged to be one of Epstein's clients, one of his murderous clients. And I have prepared a motion to recuse him and filed a complaint. That's part of why I'm doing this series called The Parade of Corruption. You guys should definitely tune in so that you can either go with me to the court to file the motion and watch what happens, or at least hear my side of it. All right, so up next out of the clown car is Luke Boyer. Luke is sitting in the 29th Circuit. We are pivoting from the federal courts to the state courts. And no worries, guys, we have plenty of judges to get through. But Luke here is sitting in the 29th Circuit of Missouri. He's part of the corruption ring that helps steal property. Okay, I know you guys have probably not heard about that, but Jeffrey Epstein did a lot more than sex trafficking, and I'm here to tell you about all the judges and government officials who have helped. Allegedly, Luke was sworn in a couple of years ago by none other than Joe Hensley. Joe will be featured on another episode of The Parade, but today we're talking about Luke, and as a matter of fact, the clerk said his name is Charles Boyer, but as you can see, according to Google, his name is Luke, and he was sworn in a couple years ago. Make sure you stay tuned if you want to hear more about the cases he's presiding over. You want to hear the facts, the laws, and the orders he's written that violate the law. I have them, and you can hear them. Getting out of the clown car with Luke, we have Angela Voorhees. So the judges have various minions who assist them with their corruption. And today we're going to feature Angela Voorhees. She's a family court commissioner out of Missouri. She sits in the 29th Circuit. And although she wears a robe and she sits on the bench and conducts hearings like a judge, she's not a judge. That should be the first sign that there has to be some kind of corruption going on, right? I mean, she wears a robe, she sits on the bench, but she's not a judge. Anyway, Angela is the type who violates the law for dozens of people at one time. Yes, Angela will not wait and violate your rights or violate the law one case at a time. Angela will do it all at once. She does mass rights violations, okay? If you want to hear more about that, stay tuned. And we are going to pivot now from Missouri to Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, we have a special district judge named Kathy Thomas out of the Ninth Judicial Circuit of Oklahoma. She sits in Payne County and she's a special judge. Yes, special like she's retarded. Okay, so she's not retarded, but she might as well be the way she fails to follow the law, y'all. This lady also sits on the bench and apparently she has no idea what the laws are. And Jeffrey Epstein alleged she can't read. Hey, that's what he alleged. And I'm just telling y'all. Okay, to be more exact, Kathy is actually the judge who evicts people. So she sits as a special district judge. And according to Jeffrey, she was appointed just because her daddy has money or connections. Okay? Even if she can read, do we really need a judge on the bench that doesn't follow the law or doesn't know them? Especially one who handles eviction? Let's be serious. It's my experience with these judges that it's a lot more handshakes and exchanges of cash versus following the law and making sure everyone has equal protection under the law. And that's the purpose of this parade. I want the public to know what these judges are doing and who's helping them. When it comes to what minions are shaking hands and deciding cases based on what money they paid the judges or other officials, you have Phillips Murrah. Phillips Murrah is a large law firm out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and it works with Kathy Thomas regularly to file cases against people. The other minions who help the judges get their corruption through the courts would be the lawyers. At Phillips Murrah, they have a ton of lawyers, and based on the next two minions I'm going to share with y'all, we should all question what in the hell are all these lawyers doing? Because based on these next two attorneys, y'all, we can't trust that these attorneys are doing anything ethical. So next up out of the clown car is Ashley Skovanek, now known as Ashley Honchel. Ashley tried to extort me, y'all. Yes, on behalf of the law firm Phillips Murrah out of Oklahoma City and one of their clients, Ion Group out of Chicago. Ashley actually called me and tried to extort me. Yes, if you want to hear that phone call and find out what happened afterwards,
tune in.
While she wasn't as successful as she probably hoped to be, she still wound up leaving Phillips Murrah. She's now working at Love's, according to LinkedIn. Yeah, this looks like her. She's now working at Love's as one of their attorneys, and we should all ask Love's, why are they hiring such an unethical attorney? Moving along, next up out of the clown car, we have Hillary Clifton. So Hillary worked alongside Ashley at Phillips Murrah, and Hillary picked up on Ashley's extortion after Ashley left the firm, and Hillary began trying to extort me, y'all, for guess what? Almost $17,000. Yes, Hillary tried to extort me for 17 grand in alleged attorney fees. If you want to hear all the details about that and more, make sure you stay tuned, and I will make sure I give you all the details.
So that is all for today's parade, y'all. I just want to give y'all an introduction on the corruption and how justice is basically climbing out of a clown car right now in American courts. What I will do next is break down each case, each judge, each minion, and you'll get the facts as they stand.